so I'm smiling in your face one day and then the next day setting up a fight. I'm not no grinding type of female like that. I would never do nobody like that. Never in life. I'm not no low down person like that.
She gon' strip it down for a thong, yeah. Word around till she got the buzz, yeah. 5 shots in, she in love now. Pull up, shut the club down. Let's go, we got this.
Hey, it's your girl Kalisha. I'm back with another video, and today I'm coming at y'all with a story time. And this a continuation on my last video. Well, not my last video, on my video, if y'all never seen it's called I Set My Friend Up to Fight or whatever, and this is the continuation on that or whatever. So yeah, so we're just about to get on with it. So I ended off that story with starting with the banquet, and y'all already know my smoke alarm, so sorry. But so coming towards the end of sophomore year, our band banquet, like I said, I was in band or whatever, our banquet was coming. And you know, the banquet is the end of the year thing where they give out awards, you know, most improved, stuff like that, you know, talk about the year. It's like a little thing where everybody gets together, their parents come, everything. So I named her Tiara, I think. Tiara, Lily, Renee. Okay, I got all the names. So Tiara, like y'all saw in the last story, Tiara got in that fight. They blamed us for setting it up. She believes somebody told her that we set it up. So day of the banquet come. It's whatever. I don't really got my mind on that. I'm talking to my friend Renee about it, but at the same time we like, well, whatever, we don't care. So the banquet coming, and at the same time at the banquet, something real bad happened to our band director, not in his family, but his wife's family. Something real sad happened, and we was like, you know, me and Renee, we was like, okay, definitely we not going over there with no drama, because you know we don't want to put no drama in a mix when his family going through a bad situation like that. Like, we just not about to do it. So you know, we got respect like that. So we had all the intentions to not bring none of that to that banquet. Like, you know.
First of all, if you was beefing at a wedding, you should have been beefing at their wedding. Why would you bring this to somebody else's club? That's sad.
So yeah, so we was like, yeah, we not bringing no drama to that banquet. You know, we just not about to do that. We not about to do that to him. So banquet come around. The day we talking on the phone, not even talking about no drama. We getting ready. My mama was at work. Her mama was like in the middle of work, but her mama could have left it and dropped it us. So I got ready. She stayed like right down the street from me at that point. We moved and we was like walking distance from each other's house at that point. So her mama came pick me up and she dropped us to the banquet, but she had to be back to work. So we got there kind of early, but by the time we got there, Tiara and her mama and her daddy, rest in peace to her daddy, by the way, and her daddy was over there. And her daddy, let me just explain. Her mama is a white woman, and she was in like her late 30s, early 40s. And her daddy is a black man. He real light skinned though, but he's a black man. I don't even want to put all these business out of that. I'm gonna say her daddy was smaller. He was real sick at the time, you know. So I'm walking back and forth. I'm social, like, especially I wasn't friendly, but I'm social because I just like to clown. So I was going back and forth talking to everybody, especially some of the band parents. Some of the band parents was my favorite. Like, I love talking. I still talk to a few of them to this day, you know. And I was talking to them, walking around talking to them. I was walking outside talking to people, stuff like that, you know. So we inside talking to people, me and Renee together, because we came together, and that's my closest friend at that point, you know. We walking around together, really. And so after me being inside talking to the parents, she talking to some other parents. Now, she liked it all the parents. I didn't like all the parents, but I had my certain group of parents. So she talking to the other group of parents, and I'm like, whatever, you know, I'm gonna go, whatever. So I go outside by the people that I was real cool with at the time. I don't know what I named that girl, but it was one girl that played the same instrument as me, and another girl that played, like, she played drums, but we was cool. They was sitting outside talking. So I walk outside and they talking or whatever, and so I go talk to them because they cool people. So Renee, like I said, was still inside of the building. So All of a sudden, I see Tiara mama taking Tiara and her sister and her daddy, and they had some folding chairs, and they took their folding chairs and they had bought a cake, because at the banquet everybody brings something. It's like a potluck, whatever y'all call it. Everybody gotta bring something. Well, they don't necessarily 100% have to, but you know, everybody brings stuff anyways. So that's what it was. She had a big old cake in her hand, was walking outside, going off, cussing and fussing, and I'm like, what's the commotion? I'm like, I'm not understanding. So we standing outside talking, and I'm looking, and if y'all don't get how it is, our cafeteria in our school, that's why our bank was. The bank was in the cafeteria. But the cafeteria is not like a closed area at the school. The cafeteria is a big open area, and it's like, it's a big open area, and then right when you step outside of it, like it's no doors, is the big main hallway. And the main hallway is where everybody, you know, stand up and stuff. So, and once you leave out the cafeteria facing here, and it's the whole main hallway, and you walk this way to walk outside the school. So they was walking outside the school, and so I see them or whatever. So their cars parked over there or whatever. So they walk into the car. I'm like, whatever. She hard down fussing and cussing. Renee come outside a little bit after them, and Renee was talking, and no, Renee, I'm sorry y'all, it's like a refresher. Renee came outside before them, but Renee didn't tell me what nothing happened or whatever. So me and Renee came to talk with me and talk with the people that I was talking to, and like I said, her mama come outside cussing. They outside, the daddy, you know, they getting in the car, and all I see is the mama going off fussing and cussing, and we like, what's going on? Like, what? And she pointing, like motioning at me and Renee, and like, them fat bees. She motioning and pointing at me and Renee, and we like, oh, and she like, them fat bees. But she was like crying at the same time, like crying, and she was like stuttering, and she was like, no, they're messing with my daughter, going crazy. I'm like, girl, what is you talking about? Like, them fat bees, they're and her husband, like I said, her husband was sickly, so he was like a smaller man, and he was like holding her back, but she wouldn't go do nothing. So once I realized that she motioning and talking about us, Renee standing kind of in the back of me. I'm walking up, I'm like, what happened? Like, I walked up to her, I'm like, what happened? Like, God, what's the deal? What's the deal? Like, and as I'm walking up, Renee behind me, Renee walking up, and Renee always ready to go anyways. We walking up like, what's the deal, whatever. Our old teacher from middle school, her son in the band with us, and her husband was outside. He saw everything go down. So we walking up to her. As soon as we start walking up to her, they jump in the car and take out. Like, girl, you was motioning to us like you about to fight us, but like as soon as we walk up, you running and jumping in the car. Like, girl, I will beat you and your daughters up. Don't ever play with me. Like, girl, bye. Like, adios. So, they hurry up, zoom off, and the man like, what the deal was with her? And we like, I don't know. Like, she come. Her husband holding her back, like she coming at us, running up on us like she trying to fight us. Soon as we go her way, she take off. So he like, what's the deal? So his wife come outside, our old teacher, and she was like, oh no, like that's not about to go down. I should have been outside, you know, whatever. So it's just like nothing. The band director came a little bit late, him and his wife. His wife was going through a tough time, you know, people was giving her flowers. The banquet went on, and my mama and Renee mama both came late. My mama and Renee mama both always late to everything anyways, especially my mama. So they came late, and we tell them what go down, and you know, parents, of course, a grown woman, another parent cussing their child, going to their train like they go fight them. They was mad, so they outside fussing. And they like, my mama like, who is the bee? Where the bee live? You know, whatever. And you know, but we just like, it was towards the end of the banquet when they came anyways, and the band director was coming outside or whatever, and me and Renee was both like, chill, you know, we don't want no mess, him hearing about no mess with him and his family going through a situation like that, you know. So they was fussing, but they kind of like calmed it down, but he kind of like heard the fussing or whatever, so he was like, what's the deal? Renee did not want to tell him. She was like, no, I'm not telling you. Like, what am I telling you for? I'm not telling you. So he come up to me, he like, come on man, Kalisha, tell me. And I'm like, nothing. I'm like, it's just some drama with Tiara and her people or whatever. I'm like, it's nothing. It's really nothing. Like, y'all got too much stuff going on. Like, it's nothing. You don't need to be hearing about none of that. So, you know, the night in or whatever. And it's perfectly fine, but now I got something on my mind because, baby girl, so you gonna try to get your mama to come, like, fight us, so say, like, girl, like, are you dumb? But, so, I'm sorry, y'all, I jumped over this part. What I didn't know that happened on the inside of the banquet, what caused all that, was Renee. So, all the bathrooms is locked in the front. The band room is like right by the exit though, but it's like down that hall. It's like past the main hall, and it's like all the way down another hall, and that's where they had to use the bathroom at. So Tiara went use the bathroom, and her mama went with her. They ain't had nothing to do with me. I was already outside. I ain't see. And Renee go say talk about oh, let me find out she needs security to go to the bathroom with her. Talk about what she said, let me find out she needs security to go to the bathroom with her. Talk about it don't matter, something like that. It don't matter, I don't care who with you. Something like that she said. Around that area, but something like that she said. And that's what caused her mama to go crazy and was like, I'm not dealing with this. They're bullies. And I put this on everything I love, y'all. I done been mean before because I done been picked on before. I mean, I don't necessarily let people bully me because I started taking up for myself since young because, you know, people always did try to mess with me. But after, you know, I'm standing up for myself, they're not really messing with me. So at the end of the day, I done been picked on before. So people done said I picked with them before. I guess maybe I could have freshman year, maybe I did pick a little bit, but I've never necessarily ever been a bully. And especially in this case with Tiara, I was cool with her when the situation happened. If y'all go back to the other story, y'all know me and her was cool. I never bullied her. I'm just really trying to find out. She started catching the attitude with me. I was like, why do you think that I would need to set up a fight for you and for a girl to associate beat you up? Like, why would I do that? So I'm smiling in your face one day and then the next day setting up a fight. I'm not no grinding type of female like that. I would never do nobody like that. Never in life. I'm not no low down person like that. So I just didn't know why she was acting like that with me. But I never once bullied that girl, like ever bullied that girl, like. And I mean, me and her done got into it before. I think I got a story talking about how me and her done been fussing before, and I'm like, I never liked her, but it's never been to a point where every time I saw her, I had something to say, or I was messing with her, or nothing like that. It wasn't nothing like that. So I never bullied that girl. So I'm like, what are y'all talking about? So now I got it on my mind, like, all right, you tried to play me, your mama outside, calling us out our name, trying to fight us, a whole grown woman. Like, all right, I got it on my mind. Next day at school, we had the band class together, Fort Block band or whatever. So, like I said, something happened in my band director, white family, so he wasn't at school at that time. He just came to the banquet, but he was missing days of school, you know, to be with his family. So, we instead of being in the band room, they just sent us all to the gym, and they had people setting up for graduation anyway. So they was like, y'all can help set up for graduation if y'all want, or y'all can sit on the bleachers, whatever. We helped set up for graduation, and we was sitting on the bleachers. We was all talking mess. We was talking with the people in PE and everything, chilling, you know. So everything happened, and at that time I'm annoyed with her, so I'm talking, this boy was talking about the fight or whatever, and I was just laughing along with him because, like, I don't owe you no loyalty no more because you just tried to play me yesterday. So come towards the end of the block, I'm like, man, I'm gonna tell her something. Like, I'm tired of playing with her. Like, I really feel played. Like, I really feel played because her and Renee never was cool. Me and her was cool, so why would you think that? So I really did feel played. So she so she's sitting all the way at the top of the bleachers. We at the bottom, we was on the floor talking. So she had buku bobby pins in her hair, she had like 30 bobby pins in her head. And so I was saying something, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna knock all them bobby pins out her head or whatever. And I saw her look at me, and then she looked in her book. Like, she wasn't talking to nobody. She was quiet. So towards the end of the block, I'm like, I'm going to tell her something. Renee behind me pumping me up. Go tell her now. Go tell her now. Go tell her now. I'm like, I'm gonna wait till the block almost over. So I end up towards the, like, right 5 minutes before the bell finna ring. I'm like, whatever, all right. So I go up to her. I'm like, straight up. And it wasn't bullying because at that point, her and her mama tried to play me. So I'm like, I'm telling you this, and you and your mama be ready, because I'm gonna beat the F out of both of y'all. And if your sister wants something, I'll beat the F out your sister too. Like, and I'm just in her face like that. And she quiet. She's like, whatever. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, you're lucky is we in school, because I will put my hands on you and your mama. I was like, so tell your mama be ready, because my mama don't gotta beat up your mama. I was like, I'll beat your mama up myself. And she all quiet, and she started walking away from me. So I was like, I didn't necessarily fully follow her, but I was behind her. And I'm like really trying to understand. I'm like, what would make you think I set up that fight? She was like, that's what I was told. I'm like, God, all right, keep being told, and I'm gonna beat you and your mama up. In the bell rung. So as the bell rung, she walking out. She hurried up and walked out before us, and I'm following her. She going towards the car line, and I'm going towards the bus line, because I was riding the bus. So I'm walking behind her, and I'm like, just know I'm beating the F out of you and your mama. School in that day, I'm not going after school and beating her and her mama up. I don't gotta ride. They stay all the way far away from us. My mama at work, so it's whatever. Next day at school, soon as I get to school, calls to the office. Same color, she got still to the office. I'm like, oh my goodness. I get to the office. Bullying contract. You have to stay this many feet away from her, like a dang on restraining order for the school, like crazy. You have to stay this many feet away from her. You threatened her and her mama. She said that she's scared to come to school. That girl was not, and I'm telling you, that's how they do. That's how people do when they provoke people, and then people go and do the most. And I'm not saying I was right in that situation, because I wasn't right in that situation. But at the end of the day, I just didn't understand, and it wasn't even more so fully anger. It was anger, but it was anger because my feelings was hurt. Because how dare you accuse me of doing something like that and believe something like that when you already know better than that. Me and you became cool. We was talking every day. Why would I talk to you the whole night before I fall asleep? We talking on the phone. We texting, clown, and talk about stuff. And then the very next day at school, I set somebody up to jump you. My feelings was hurt. So yeah, I was on go. Plus you get your mama to act out against us. Yeah, I'm on go. So I'm like, I'm not about to hurt this girl. Like, this girl just got in a fight with that other girl, and she didn't even fight back. What am I going to fight her for? Her mama, a different story, because her mama was lunging at us. Her mama ain't want nothing either. But it's not about to be no bad blood in this story, because we made up after this, and I done went to her house before. I don't got no problem with her mama, none of that. But I'm talking about we in that mindset of back then, of how it was. And at the end of the day, I don't hold nothing against her, because we was both being manipulated by somebody. And that's what I'm going to get to in the next story. We was both being manipulated. But I ended up getting, a bullying contract, a stay away contract. If this happened again, you could be expelled. It was the end of the school year, whatever. But this carried all the way along through junior year too. Like, the whole situation was stupid and it was pointless. And we was both being manipulated by a fake snaky person, a no good low down person, So yeah, this is the end of this story, but it was just a lot of stuff, y'all. It was so much mess, y'all, and it wasn't mess that I was like, it had nothing to do with me. If I would have never walked up by Renee, which it wasn't Renee's fault either, I'm not putting her at fault in that. I'm sorry. She said what she said at the banquet, but for that fight that happened that they said that we set up, she really didn't. She ain't know what was going to happen, just like I didn't know. But if I didn't walk up right before the fight happened, I would have never been in that situation. I still clear all that drama. Like, none of that would have happened. But I mean, what's a good story without some drama? So, y'all already know the next part coming, and I got so many more videos for y'all. And I love y'all, and I thank y'all so much for all my new subscribers, y'all. Subscribe to my channel. Like, turn on your post notifications. Should I start doing post notification shout outs? Let me know, because I will. And I love y'all so much, and I thank y'all so much for riding with me and rocking with me and watching my videos. Love y'all, and see y'all in the next video. Bye.